Chris, how's your brain?
I don't get it.
My head hurts, man.
Normie Bird! Can we call him Norman? Can we name him?
Does it have a name?
No, it's the songbird. Reset. You pushed his reset button.
Yeah, what'd you just do?
She sang to him. It's a
CHEE.
He's
his off switch.
I need you.
Not his off switch.
Will you do it?
It's his
Reset.
Just this
Sort
one
of.
last thing.
his mind control.
I still don't know what the fuck this thing is.
Go.
It's a bird.
Go, go, go.
But it's so like human-like.
I don't know if it's a robot or
We can use
something.
them against the Vox fleet.
Oh yeah, this is
Just
gonna
got
be
rockets.
fun.
Whoa!
Oh! Elizabeth! Where'd you go? She's
magic.
She's just gone.
She went to another reality. Get out.
Man, somebody.
Wow. Press X to Songbird.
Get it up.
Let's get him,
Did
boys.
it work?
Eventually, I guess.
We need this thing to make it to Monument Island.
Oh, you should probably destroy that.
Well, I told it to attack the ship.
Yeah.
The gunship.
There you go.
Oh, there it is.
Nailed it. Absolutely nailed it. What's he aiming at?
The bird.
They're
I guess.
aiming at the bright light up there.
Get ready.
There's a bright light. It must be Booker.
Well, you know, all the enemies that we fight have bright lights.
Wait a second.
That's true. Booker's the
Can you-
brightest light eyeball.
Get it to target it? There's like no prompt.
Yeah, it's like it's not an always thing. It's like
Oh,
a cooldown thing.
it's charging up in the bottom or the top right.
Oh, there we go.
There's a
Yes,
little,
the songbird charge.
there's a clock.
Wow, there's a lot of enemies, huh?
Songbird's ready.
Damn,
Okay.
Chris.
Ready again.
Mess their brains.
So,
Invincibility.
is there
oh.
something we're supposed to be using it on? Because there's like a health bar in the top right.
That's the ship health.
Yeah. Oh, they're shooting that. They are shooting that giant blue thing. I'm assuming that's a power core.
Oh, that's our heart. Okay.
Yeah.
Seems like a bad choice to have it outside of the ship.
right in front of the outside of the ship.
Yeah.
Literally on the front deck.
Yeah.
Although maybe that missile they launched at it uncovered it.
I don't know, maybe.
That's you can't really do
Is
that
it locked
when
on?
you're on the
No, that's weird.
when you're on the rail. It doesn't really work. Doesn't seem.
Take out that gunship.
Well, you just have to hold it for like a full 3 seconds. At least you got dope invincibility for this.
Is there anything? Any turrets you can send or anything?
Ammo.
Yeah, there is.
There's my kid.
Ooh. I'm surprised you're getting through that with all the frame rate drops.
Yeah, this is a very intensive
I'm
area.
like I'm tweaking right now on drugs. I'm like more awake than I've ever been in my life.
He's so
I'm not
woke.
even kidding.
They're taking out your power core, by the way.
Yeah, I know. I'm
Oh, you can target
Oh yeah,
that.
tell the songbird to get him.
Do it now.
There.
Go, Norman, go!
It like takes a while for it to react.
Oh, it didn't do it.
Why didn't it?
And what was Elizabeth talking about?
I don't know, it seems to be a very weird mechanic.
Clear the deck.
Is there anyone on the deck? Nope.
Okay, who's... Where are the enemies?
Oh, there he is. Just a lone amigo.
Guys, I'm gonna do it! He's the solo raider. Oh my god, they take out half your thing.
Yeah, I know.
Nowhere yet.
Gonna send it.
Take out that thing.
Take it.
I wish.
I thought she was gonna give you money in the middle of a battle. Elizabeth, no, that's worthless.
Zeppelin.
Oh, hello?
Hello?
Oh, you've got to be kidding
Kills
me.
you.
Drop me off the edge.
Oh my god.
It's alright, you're back.
Oh, okay, you're fine.
He just takes money.
Yeah.
Yeah, take out
Oh,
that.
there you go.
Hit that Zeppelin.
Screech.
Slam.
Come on and slam.
Oh, there. Someone's shooting it at least. Oh, it might just be the ship.
Oh, it is the ship.
Boy. All these guys too.
I think they only... Oh my god, really?
There's 2 Patriots.
Let's go. Kill the Lincoln.
Yeah, that was weird.
He slaps you.
They like slide away.
Well, you know, he hits you with an excessive force and you're wearing shoes covered in lard.
Yeah. You're wearing rollerblades.
Fuckers that are wearing rollerblades the whole entire game.
This is the sequel to Jet Set Radio Future. I don't know if you knew that.
I never even played that game, so... That reference went completely over my big head.
You'd skate around.
You made his head pop. Can we take that off? Is that a thing we can do? Oh, you can just shoot the gun.
Yeah, we almost have the songbird up though.
Songbird rep.
Call Songbird in, Booker.
Over there!
Alright,
Oh! It's a fun little mechanic, no?
That's
yeah.
I mean, granted, it's sort of one of those things where it's like, you need this because we're giving you ships to destroy.
Yeah.
You know, as opposed to like, yeah, there's still a lot of enemies and you can utilize it. It's
Yeah.
like, you know, if you don't have this, if you don't use this, you will not beat this level.
Right.
Yeah, get them.
And they're loving these Patriots.
Well, you know, they're effective, aren't they? They got a lot of health.
The Zeppelin, now!
Is it one-shotting those boys?
Yeah.
should be. If it's not, that's pretty dumb.
The big blimps?
I sure would hope that the giant bird man could take out a blimp in one shot.
Yeah.
See, there it goes.
I just knew the other one you attacked was right there. I don't know if it was the same one.
Oh, yeah, I just pulled around another one.
Yeah. God, low on ammo.
Really?
Yeah.
You bet.
There's so much happening.
This is how we do. You ready for
Chris,
this?
how slow is your brain moving right now?
How slow?
By that I mean
How slow is your brain moving?
mine?
Yeah.
My brain doesn't stop, in case you haven't noticed. I mean, like, I don't know how I want to phrase this.
How much has time slowed down?
How much can
Chris's
I?
eyes.
How much can I move in the stop time? Is that what you're asking?
Yeah.
How much can
can
you
move
move?
a
in-
Sahuardo.
That's
Dio? It's Chris. Dio.
I am Dio. God, I missed. It sucks.
Well, there's a bunch of shit getting shot.
I just need
Oh my
some-
god, you're out of ammo.
Catch!
Thank you.
Great!
Step one first.
You can take out that ship on your own again.
If you can jump to it.
Yeah, there should be hooks on it.
I don't know if there are in those ones.
Maybe they were finally
I need to
smart
deal
enough to
with this
take the
first.
hooks off. They're like, this guy seems to get on our ships when we have these dumb hooks.
Yeah.
Maybe we should get rid of them. No, Harold,
We're
that's
gonna
stupid.
do it.
We need those hooks for
We got
things.
this.
Like what? Why do you need hooks on the ships in the first place?
Maybe they're tow ships.
It's just staying right next to that.
Yeah, with a rocket launcher. This is what I do, right, guys?
Don't worry, guys, I got this one.
Damn.
One bullet. Health bar's gone. We did it.
Nice.
We're going back up to the control.
Yeah, we have to go find Elizabeth now. it
She's
said.
in the. She said she was in the
That's
bow.
all.
Oh, hello.
Whoa, oh gosh. We're going. Chris, my boy, you are a god with this thing. I have
God.
my brain.
Oh.
We had RPGs the whole time.
Yeah.
That might have been nice. I think.
The bow's the front, right?
Yeah, very front of the ship.
Oh my god, I'm such an idiot. I forgot what a bow was.
You know, Titanic.
The bow.
King of the world.
She's
King
at the
of
bow.
Songbird. Wait, this is the bow.
Hello?
Elizabeth? Are you fucking kidding me? Right now, this bullshit. Maybe she's at the very, very top.
Maybe that's the bow of the ship.
It's
is
not the
top.
bow, but
Yeah.
you know, if it's where they want us to go, it's where they want us to go.
Well, maybe on double-decker boats. The
You know
bow's
what,
on
Can you
top.
slow down?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you can slow down and speed up on those
Look,
things.
Chris just doesn't want to slow down.
It's still just really laggy, though.
Hello? Is she up here?
What the hell?
Elizabeth? Alright, use your arrows.
I did.
Yeah, it's not actually... Oh, there she is.
Oh, just use...
She's skating.
Is she...
What the fuck? Just, like, stay at the bow.
Yeah, just like wait for her.
Maybe you have to do a little Titanic moment, but you have to wait for her.
She's just going... She's just going way up there. Is she gonna come back down? This is gonna be so funny. Maybe she's up there.
Oh my god. Elizabeth.
Please.
Elizabeth.
Women, am I right, guys?
Yeah,
Elizabeth.
basically.
Don't even know what the bow is.
That's definitely not the bow, Elizabeth. But that's okay. She may not have...
I hear somebody shooting.
You do?
Yeah.
It might just be the background noise.
Elizabeth.
Where the fuck?
Is she back down there now?
Hello?
Oh, that's a
Elizabeth?
sweet painting.
Oh yeah, that is pretty cool.
Oh my god.
That ship's still there. We should probably do something about that.
Well, no.
Well, I know they're just not doing anything.
Give me a sec.
So where's it telling you to go?
The bow.
There's no arrow.
There's
There's
no
an
arrow?
Now there's an arrow.
Okay.
Oh, there she is. Jesus.
Women.
Elizabeth!
I told you to be here like an hour ago. Where were you?
Get
Oh my
up there.
God.
Get onto the bow of the boat.
What? What is it?
Now
Oh
what?
my god.
What?
Hello?
Elizabeth! Just go up there and wait. Oh, here she comes.
Oh my god, dude.
Oh, that was good. No, that was okay.
Good hustle.
You can use the songbird to bring the whole
Okay, I
damn
think this
thing
is
down.
definitely World 1.
Destroy the siphon.
And that's what you want.
It's the only way we'll find the truth.
Because the statue's gone exactly like it was
Everything.
in the first world.
Tear it down. Tear it all down.
I can't remember what it looked like before, so.
God, that's terrible.
Here he goes.
Dang.
So then what's been going on
Whoa.
in New York during all this?
Oh no.
So that was a
The
whole...
Whistler! Elizabeth! The bird, Elizabeth! I lost control! He's coming!
No,
Whoa. Wow, she has the power
Uh,
of TV
where
cable.
is
So the New York...
Rapture.
Hey, it was Rapture!
Where is he?
Yep. Now we're in Rapture.
Oh, she's
So
killing him.
it has to breathe, I guess.
No, the pressure is
Or the
destroying
pressure.
it.
destroying
Yeah,
it.
true.
It's gruesome, man.
Elizabeth. I'm sorry.
Is that a little girl?
Yeah.
Little sister.
Little sister?
Yeah.
And a big daddy.
And a big daddy.
Wow.
What is this place? Elizabeth?
it's a doorway. One of many.
Oh.
This way.
Now she's gonna be a
You
small
mean
piece
it's
of
a
shit.
doorway? Where are you going?
Oh, come on. Yes, it's this way.
What Comstock said
Yeah,
about
it's
your
in
finger.
Securus.
Is there an answer here?
God, wait.
Do you?
Down here.
Now it's.
So now we're...
Hold on.
Hold on, what?
When is this now?
So this is clearly...
Why? What is going on?
It can be any
Elizabeth,
time.
what do you mean?
Well,
this
no,
is
not
the-
any time necessarily, because it's after Rapture went downhill.
Probably gonna regret this.
Well, that's a
Not
long time.
necessarily, because though I couldn't really see her very well, but the little sister didn't look that corrupted.
Right, but everything's torn down in that room
Right,
we were just
and-
in.
Exactly.
Oh, that is true.
But-
Everything's broken.
That's true.
But this game takes place 30 years before Bioshock 1.
yeah, but you've been going
City at the
forward and
bottom
back through
of the
time.
ocean.
Exactly. So when is this?
Ridiculous.
Yeah, we don't know yet.
What time place did the two?
40s and 50s, I believe. Or no, 40s and 60s.
So let's assume we're in the 50s now.
Maybe.
Let's just assume it. Or 40s. Actually, I'm pretty sure.
I mean, it could be any time.
So I was very curious about this whole thing, the timeline of this stuff, and I'm pretty sure. Yeah,
Thousands of doors
this is the lighthouse we went in
opening
in
all
the
at
first game.
once. My God, they're beautiful.
You sure those aren't just stars?
Yeah.
What she's saying.
Oh,
Yeah, and Booker said what? The stars.
Oh.
so I'm pretty sure
Come on. Come on,
this
it's
game
slow.
happens,
Come on.
then the two Bioshock games happen. So like
Yeah,
this.
okay.
So this
It
time
started
is-
off in 1912.
This where you are right now.
We don't know what time it is. What we
It's
are right
just
now.
before the events of
You going
Bioshock
over?
1.
We don't know that.
It's no good.
That's what I looked up.
I thought once
You
we were
looked
here,
that up?
I
Yeah,
could fully
because
control
there's
it.
someone who actually figured out all this convoluted
What is
mess
that?
It's a key.
based on voxophones and all
Where did
that
it come
stuff.
from?
Oh, okay.
It's always been there. I just couldn't see it.
Yeah, this is where it gets weird, huh? You ready, Chris? For those who don't know, Chris
She's just like freaking out.
Chris had some migraines today,
Oh.
and
See?
he had to take some
Stars.
stuff so he could be here.
They're doors
Oh, God.
Doors too.
And
to everywhere.
so Chris is drugged up.
All that's left is the choosing.
Choosing.
It's gonna get weirder too.
Am I following you? What is
Yeah,
happening?
you-
right now?
No,
just
it's the
following.
same as
What are all these lights?
the rest of the game where you just go.
Where are we?
Huh?
Who are?
All similar. Constants and variables.
What?
There's always
So
a
she's able to
house.
build
There's
passes now?
always a man.
Yeah.
There's always a city.
How do you know this?
I can see them through the doors. You, me, Columbia, Songbird. Sometimes something's different. Yet the same.
Constants
Always stay.
and variables.
Yes.
A lot of jibber jabber.
Next door.
Look.
It's us.
Hey, you can see Booker
Exactly.
now.
Swimming through the ocean and land on the same shore. It always starts with a lighthouse.
I don't understand.
We don't need to. We're all the same.
Why?
You don't need to
I
understand.
want to understand.
You don't need to.
I may not need to, but I would like to.
You don't need to.
There's so many choices.
Wait, I don't get it. That's okay.
That's basically what the game's saying.
Yeah.
I don't get it. That's
Where it
fine.
started.
Same.
No one tells me where to go.
Booker.
Yeah.
We've already been.
Already been what?
Nobody tells me where to go. You've already been. Everything's already happened.
I want to go this way.
Is that your choice, or has it already happened?
No, he's choosing this.
A man chooses, a slave
Righty
obeys.
tighty, lefty loosey.
Would you kindly,
You unscrewing the realities?
lefty loosey my reality?
This reality's screwed.
So yeah, I'm pretty sure in the thing I looked up,
Wait a minute.
oh, this is
This is the start of the game, right?
no.
I was here
You're on actual.
20 years ago,
Solid.
right after Wounded
Oh.
Knee. I was looking for. Some
Come on now, time's a wasted.
Why were you here?
Which one of these is him?
Are you ready to
You're-
have your past erased?
I'm
You're,
me.
you're in your
Are
own
you ready
past
to have
Well, then why
your
could you see you
sins
in the last
cleansed?
reality?
Are you
Because that was
ready
the
to be born
rift between
again?
worlds.
Take my hand.
God.
No, I don't want to.
You already did.
I don't want to.
So this was after he was looking for like religious peace after
I
the
am.
The war.
Do
battle,
you
like the
hate
war.
your sins?
I do.
Do you hate your wickedness?
Yes.
Do you want to clean the slate, leave behind all you were before, and be born again in the blood of the
Yes.
Lamb? Jesus, wash this man clean. Father, make him
Stop
born
it.
again. Lord,
Stop it! No. Get off me! Get off!
Son,
You didn't go through with it.
Think a dunk in the river's gonna change the things I've done? Let's get out of here. Hey, these doors of yours, they're all tears, right? Well, open one up. Open one up to Paris. I want to be shut of all this.
Not until we find Comstock.
Comstock's dead!
No. He was here. This way.
All right, Chris,
I don't know.
lube up your brain. About to get fucked.
Did you write that one down?
What of my debts?
Bring us the girl and wipe away the debt.
This is the man who hired me to find you. Yes, the girl for the debt.
The girl for the debt. The girl for the debt. The baby.
Wait, this is wrong.
Baby doesn't look real.
What is this?
The baby.
That looks like a doll.
Baby. I remember. No, there was no baby, and if there was, I sure as hell wouldn't give it over to this guy.
Booker, you don't leave this room until you do.
Do it. Time is running short.
Don't leave this room until you
Don't
do. Huh?
patronize me.
And wipe away the debt.
Bring us the girl. Then whip away the dude.
Whose baby is this? Is this Elizabeth?
Is it you?
Go ahead.
It's probably you, right?
Nope.
You can wait as long as you want.
It's Comstock.
Eventually, you'll give him what he wants.
How do you know all this?
I can see all the doors, and what's behind all the doors.
So why does she have this
and
power?
behind one of them, I see him.
That's never explained.
Great. Okay.
That's the real.
Just cause.
What choice do I have?
Because plot devices.
The debt's paid.
And why did those two?
Mr. Comstock washes you of all your sins.
Why are they everywhere? Is that ever explained?
Oh,
They were her caretakers, right? Or something like that.
Away the debt.
There was no baby. The deal was
They did a
I
bunch
go
of
to Columbia to
experiments.
get you.
to change worlds. I
Big
forget all that stuff. It explained.
Yeah, I
it
know
explained
that.
their past.
But I remember.
Now we've upset him.
I don't expect this next bit will do much for his mood.
Come on.
To replay the whole game.
Yeah, it just immediately puts you back at the start.
This is hard mode.
That would actually be pretty interesting. It would just
Comstock's
immediately
dead. We
reset
just
the game.
Go on with our lives. You don't need
Dead?
to.
You mean like Chen Lin? Like Lady Comstock? No. He is alive in a million worlds.
A million.
We've known that though.
It will only be over when he never even lived in the first place.
The girl and we'll wipe away your debt.
Hey. Hey, the deal's off. You hear me?
Unstable.
The deal is off. Give her back. Give her back.
Fine, are you mad?
Give her back, you son of a bitch.
It's ready! Go!
No. No, no, no.
Down the machine!
No.
It was his baby.
Yep.
Do it!
Give me
Elizabeth
back my daughter.
is the wit's daughter,
No.
and there's her Vicky.
Gross.
Uh-oh.
And that's why she has the thimble.
But why were they taking his daughter?
Because she had that.
Comstock was sterile. And he wanted an heir.
Sorry.
But why his baby? Was he just random?
We'll find out in a second, I think.
God.
She's gone. Anna's gone.
Anna DeWitt.
Hannah do it.
For almost 20 years. Until one day, a man came to you and offered you a chance at redemption. A chance for us to be together.
Anna.
So they took my kid and then gave me the means to get her back?
I guess?
Yeah.
What's done is done. What's done will be done. I suppose the brand is his hair shirt, as he is ours.
Okay.
Convolution makes games better.
Wipe away the debt.
See, he's starting to put it together.
So wait, what's the debt? Just
Yeah, it's gambling debt. Comstock said Booker got into a lot of games. Well, I think.
Are you sure his debt's not just a moral debt?
Booker, wake up.
Well, he gave the baby to Comstock to wipe away his debt.
This is where it started.
I sold you.
Oh.
Yeah. Booker's debt was originally just gambling debt. That was it. And so he sold his child Elizabeth to get rid of that debt.
Okay.
What if I went back? Killed him before he did any of this?
Things get set in motion.
But why? Why Booker?
Why Booker for what?
That's the only
Why'd
way
they
to
take
do it.
Booker's
Go back
child?
to when he was born, and I'll smother the son.
Why is Elizabeth God?
That's also a good question. Comstock took Booker's kid because Booker's Comstock.
Oh boy.
Is that how this game ends? You have to kill yourself as a baby?
Wait, what did that happen in? That was something.
There may have been a thing in the game. That was in a few
Oh,
movies.
no, that movie.
Loopers.
With Ashton Kutcher
This is what you want.
from a while ago. You know what movie I'm talking about?
I cannot do what I've done to you.
Booker DeWitt, are you ready to
What is this?
It's the wrong...
Why are we back here?
This isn't the same place, Booker.
Of course it is. I remember. Wait. You're not.
Hello?
Oh god.
Who are you?
You chose to walk away.
Hello?
But in other oceans?
Hi there.
You didn't. You took the baptism.
None of them are
You
blinking.
were born
Hello?
again as a different man.
Oh, there we go. The one on the left looks like the statue.
All has to end.
That's why she looked
Never
different.
Started. Not just
Hello?
in this world, but in all of ours.
Smother him in the crab.
Smother, 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 smother. Before the choice
This is really
made,
unsettling.
Before you are reborn. He's Zachary Comstock.
Huh.
He's Booker DeWitt.
No. And both.
So,
Why does killing him do anything?
okay. Booker fought through the war, right?
Sure.
So, after the war, he went to this baptism thing.
Okay.
In the 50%, where he chose to get reborn, he retook the name Zachary Comstock after his, religious rebirth.
Okay.
Then proceeded to go create Columbia,
Okay.
right, and do all that stuff as Comstock. The 50% that didn't get baptized, that stayed as Booker,
Yeah.
then, just went about his Booker life.
But why is he magic? Why is Elizabeth magic?
That I still don't solve.
Why does killing that Booker get rid of all the Elizabeths?
Because it doesn't get rid of all the Elizabeths.
They all just disappeared, didn't you see?
Oh yeah, so because at that point, if Booker dies in that moment, neither Comstock nor Booker exists.
But aren't there still gonna be a billion Bookers?
No, because that was the turning point for every single universe.
Why?
Because if Booker dies in that moment, Comstock.
Right, but why is that moment what dictates the rest of the universe? I understand that it dictates those two universes, but
Because
there's infinite, aren't there?
Because all the Elizabeths brought all Bookers into that one at the same time.
So why is Elizabeth in charge of the reality?
Because Elizabeth is God. Chris, how's your brain?
I don't get it.
My head hurts, man.
The migraine's coming back.
Yeah.
Well, besides the story, what do we think? Chris, you go first. You've never
thought
played this before.
The gameplay was pretty enjoyable. Well, especially,
Yeah.
it was enjoyable after we changed the controls to be a little more contemporary.
Yeah, the mainstream controls.
Yeah. After that, the combat felt good.
Yeah.
I looked forward to coming to play this game, because I thought the combat was really fun, and the jumping around on the what's it called?
The Skyline.
Skyline, yeah.
Added a really cool dynamic to it that I liked, and I felt like I was pretty good at that part.
Yeah.
And I did like the story up until that after you kill Comstock in that one scene, I completely lost what it was trying to do. It all fell apart at the end there.
I agree. Like, there was a coherent story through most of this, but then it's just, I don't know.
I
just have more questions now.
I think the story would have been better served to have Comstock be his own person, and the goal being just kill him, and then stop and take Elizabeth to Paris. And Elizabeth is, like, actually, like,
your daughter, and you find... It'd be nice if it was like you realize that she's your daughter, and you kill Comstock, and you both go to Paris. And...
That part could still stay true, and just Elizabeth... But the only thing is you'd have to explain why Elizabeth has those powers and nobody else does.
Yeah.
Or why Elizabeth has the powers and the Ludices or whoever those two people do. Because it seems like there are only 3 people in this reality that there are 3 people in this game that have those powers.
Well,
Elizabeth and the 2 Ludices. So explain how Elizabeth has the powers and they have the powers.
So,
Comstock
the Ludices did a bunch of experiments.
Yeah.
And honestly, a bunch of stuff like the Vigors, like their magic powers, and how do those come about, you know? There's a few things in this game that just don't make sense.
Yeah.
And there's things where it's like, I'm sure if you were to go into a deep history, you'd find something. So, I don't think the powers thing can be explained. I think it's just supposed to be established as this is part of the world, and those who research it can discover it, and I'm not sure why Elizabeth has that.
Yeah.
Maybe because she was brought through the portal.
Yeah, well,
you know,
in any case, her having those powers is a legitimate reason for them to have kidnapped her and kickstart the entire story. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like that can still stay. I just feel like the multiple realities part of it that came afterwards, where everything was like, oh, Booker was actually Comstock the whole time, and Elizabeth's your daughter. Like, the Elizabeth's your daughter part can stay. I don't really think that Booker needed to be Comstock for this to happen. You know what I mean?
Yeah, well, it also gets messed up because there's a DLC for this game where Booker's alive, and you play through some stuff in Rapture. Actually, you play through...
Booker's the one you play in Rapture? Are you sure it's Booker?
I'm pretty sure it is.
I always figured it was just like...
Some
like
other private eye?
Like a standalone game, basically.
Well, with Elizabeth in it.
Elizabeth's in it?
Yes. Okay. Yeah, so that gets a bit weird. I think they messed themselves up. Mike Wang.
Neely Wang.
Neely Wang. Yeah, no, the story gets a little convoluted at the end. I think it would have been best if they had had, like, sort of a... You know, the other 2 games had, like, you die at the end, but it's sort of a happy ending. It's sort of like there's a future and there's a purpose to what you're doing. You free the little sisters, you know, and you rescue your... I don't know about the second game. That one still confuses me a little bit.
You rescue your daughter.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and then this one was like, you had a purpose, and then they just had to go and say, ooh, you're actually Comstock, and Elizabeth can... Well, the opening tears thing isn't that weird, because they had the scientists who could also jump between worlds. Still don't understand
I guess. I don't even know how to think of this. Like, what? I don't even... Like, what's the point of the story? Is there a point?
What
was I trying to deliver from this story?
Well, the other thing was these games are based on System Shock. The game System Shock.
I don't know what that is.
It's kind of an older game. I've never played it, and it was funny because I was thinking about playing it, and I don't even know the premise behind it. I don't know the story behind it, but these games are based on, I think, loosely based on System Shock.
Okay.
If I'm not mistaken. So maybe there's a point of that where, like, there's some aspect of that they brought into these games to make it weird.
I guess.
I
mean,
don't know.
Like, most stories are supposed to make you, like, think something, right? Or, like, feel something. But I don't know what this story is supposed to portray. Like, it's over and I don't know what to think about it.
Maybe that's what they wanted you to think? Nothing?
I guess.
Thanks
like,
to
I
my
don't feel like
parents.
anything concluded.
I love you, Christelle.
Oh yeah, these are all the... They have these
Squad. My mad co-conspirators. Thanks to my friends and family.
Yeah, the big wall thank yous.
Mm-hmm. What did you think of the gameplay?
Me?
Yeah.
I think the gameplay was alright. I thought the gear system was kind
I
of
love
weird.
coffee.
Because, like, there wasn't a lot of gear. Right? Like, I mean, I don't know. That seemed really tacked on to me.
We did a lot of not exploring. I remember... Well, like, there were rails that we were on where we never jumped off at certain parts where we could have, and there was probably, like, a few more pieces of gear we definitely didn't.
Yeah, but they seemed kind of random. Like, there was no, like, coherency between the gear and, like, your abilities, it didn't feel like.
Well, so...
It just seemed like, hey, what's a thing we can put on this pair of boots? And then they just did that.
Well, so here's the thing, is they basically... Your gear replaces... abilities from Bioshock 1 and 2, like your melee freezes enemies, and like, you know, that kind of stuff, like extra armor and increased movement speed or stuff like that.
The tonics?
The tonics, yes. So...
Yeah, but I think the tonics were way better than the gear, though.
Well, because the tonics were like a main part of the game, as opposed to if you explore the world, you'll find gear. You know? It was just sort of a replacement thing to keep that aspect of the game without making it a main part of the game.
Right, but I mean, it just felt... Well, I mean, I don't know. The passive tonics from Bioshock 1 and 2 weren't exactly like that necessary. They were like a bonus thing, but it felt more coherent. The gear pieces in this just seemed like they were there for the sake of being there.
To have a mechanic.
Yeah.
Gear.
I don't know. The gunplay was alright.
The gunplay was definitely better in this. I think they had to make it better, though, because you're actually a person in this as opposed to... Well, you're a person in the first one as well.
Well, I think the main thing is just that there's more space in this game. The other two games, everything's really crowded, right?
Yeah.
Like, you're just in corridors all the time. So it just makes a lot of scenarios difficult to aim.
One thing that I really liked about this, and we'll rehash some of the stuff in the podcast.
Yeah.
Stay tuned for Bioshock podcast now that we're done with the third game. But one thing that I liked was the evolution of your hands. So in the first game, you had to switch between hands, right, to use your ability or your gun.
Yeah.
The second game, you had both up at once. And in this game, it's sort of like more natural where you're holding the gun and you have your ability so you can like shock and you kind of grab back onto your gun, you know? It's more realistic. As opposed to holding up a gun with one hand
I know
and
what you
holding
mean.
up, like walking around with two hands just straight forward.
Yeah.
This game, it's like you have your shock hand, but you're holding your gun still.
True. Yeah.
There was definite evolution of like, wait, these are both stupid. Let's just make him hold the gun and have an ability coincidentally in a hand.
Yeah, I mean, you are a big daddy, though.
Well, like, you can still...
You're not gonna have, like, a pistol. As a big daddy or something, yeah?
You can have a Rivet gun.
Yeah.
You can have a Rosie gun.
Yeah, I don't know. It was... the gunplay was fine.
I wish...
We didn't use, like, half the guns, though.
I wonder if the voxel phones...
What the heck is this? There's Troy Baker.
Voice actor.
Yeah.
I wonder if the voxel phones gave us any more story.
I'm sure they did.
Yeah, we didn't. The reason we didn't play them was because there was no subtitles for them.
Yeah.
No! We missed the part where we find the guitar and Booker plays the guitar. That's the thing you can do if you explore. You can find this part and you find a guitar and Booker sits down and plays the guitar because he knows how to play guitar. Plumber! I forgot about that bit. That's what this is for, I think. Elizabeth does a little song thing and then you move on.
I'm glad
It's like a touching moment.
I don't want to listen to a Disney song in the middle of this game.
It's not a Disney song, it's just sitting down.
The
and
songbird comes down, does a little toe tap and
dance.
dance.
He puts on a top hat.
Yeah.
Comstock comes in.
The frog dance.
Hello, my baby. Hello, my honey. Hello, my right down. That's gonna be a peak.
No.
Well, everyone, thank you for joining us for Bioshock 3. Stay tuned.
Infinite.
Bioshock 3 Infinite. And stay tuned for our podcast where we'll go through.
Talk about each of the games. What we liked, what we didn't like, what was different,
what we hated,
what evolved,
what I loved,
etc., etc.,
etc., etc. Any final comments, Christopher?
Nope.
Concise.
You heard it here, folks.
Thank you for joining us. We'll see you guys next time.